phone screen bright, yawning in my bed, sit scrolling through the madness. Don't even know what I just reading it. Notifications ring, mind's fine, can't connect. All these faces laugh and fight but can't feel the effect. Heartbeat syncs with timelines, tapping out in the haze. Flatmates in the kitchen, I just sit and graze. Mum text, Zoo text, no reply, lost the plot. Mouth dry, filter out the noise, hear a beat, not just a clock. Trying to say something, static crowd in my head. Shouting to the hallway, echoes drop dead. Wanna spit bars like LD and NYC, but who listens when your words gone cheap? Tap out a thought, erase before it hits the brink. Pressure in my chest, can't hear myself think. Can't hear myself think, can't think. Too many voices pushing me to the brink. Can't hear myself think, truth feels farther every time I blink. Can't hear myself think, it's hard to process in all this sync. Can't hear myself think, can't hear myself think. Up early, bust packed, earphones on the blast. Spitting to myself, but the vibe never lasts. Guys on the corner, talking politics, cash. Voice gets its lost, feedback signal starts to crash. $1 circus, algorithms on repeat. Trying to find substance in a room with no seat. Penny for my thoughts, spit them months ago, now just replaying highlights from a world I barely know. Got boys chatting more, girls trying to keep peace. Truth gets twisted, eyes stuck on the beast. Feel everything clashing, like blindside my head. Words get muddled, say nothing instead. Type another status, delete it in a blink. Pressure piling up, can't hear myself think. Can't hear myself think, can't hear myself think. Every sound I hear makes my confidence shrink. Can't hear myself think, can't hear myself think. Can't hear myself think. Can't hear myself think, better think. Every still by myself, clear bro, think. Sometimes wanna break and unplug, but the silence loud too. Whole crowd talks but nobody sees through. Headphone escape but the noise just seeps in. I'm in my flat, in my head, volume up to 10. Wish I could just sit still, world in crosstalk. Every news ping, every comment got me on deep lock. Half my mates ghost, rest post for the likes. Will anyone notice when I log off tonight? Streets full up, but the air so thin. I'm speaking up, but I just blend in. Wanna make change, but days just sink. All I'm left with, can't hear myself think. Can't hear myself think, can't hear myself think. Can't hear myself think. Can't hear myself think, can't hear myself. This noise, is it pushing us to the brink? Can't hear myself think, can't hear myself think. Can't hear myself think, can't hear myself think. Yeah, myself think.